Hey guys, it's Ren from Make It by Ren, and if you want to see my new amazing soft-sided Traincase video, stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so I got this new Traincase, and you guys know how I'm obsessed with Traincases. So I got one, and the difference is that this is a soft-sided Traincase. I have two, actually I have a two-part one that's hard and it's big, it's huge, from Yasmo.com, which you saw my video on it. If not, I guess I'll try to put like a little link. And then I have another smaller one, which was like my first one, which I love still. But I've been doing a lot of gigs and going up a lot of stairs with my Traincase, and I was like, okay, this is getting way crazy, and I'm pretty weak, so I struggle to bring my heavy Traincases up stairs along with my director's chair, which I'm trying to hold on one arm, and then the Traincase is trying to lift it up. So Mac had released a new Traincase, which I usually am not really into Mac Traincases. I think they're usually overpriced and too small, but this one was amazing. It's called the Mac for Zuka Traincase. It's a pro item, and it's soft-sided, and it's so great because it had soft-sided and had these different layers where you could put these compartments, which were like zip-up clear squares, and you stack them so they're like shelves, and everything is super lightweight, really good wheels. Just there's so many good qualities about it. And Zuka is a type of luggage which actually partnered with Mac, and if you go to Zuka.com, Z-U-C-A, they also have it. But then I saw the price and I was like, heck nah. I just was like, whoa, it's really expensive. $295 for a Traincase, and it's just one, a little one. So I was like, okay, maybe not. And that doesn't even include shipping. So the Mac one was way sold out. It's been sold out. The Zuka one, I was like, I've browsed that website for hours, but I was like, I couldn't justify getting it because I knew I couldn't fit as much as I wanted to in that one item. So guess what I did? I did a little research, and instead I got a new alternative, which is from Yasmo.com. And you guys know I love Yasmo. Really, it's like one of the only websites that actually have a large variety of professional Traincases for an affordable price, and like a lot of different ones to choose from. So I got one, and it's called the Pro. It's the soft-sided one. It's the only one on the site. I'm gonna put the name like right here. And I got a large rolling one, and then the little duffel bag that comes with it. And I wanted to test it out because I didn't want to just kind of review it without using it. Going on a gig off location. So I had 2 gigs this weekend. One of them was a temporary tattoo gig I had at a middle school dance, and I was airbrushing tattoos, and I packed my compressor and everything in there, and I just used the bottom portion, and it was fabulous. There's so much room, much more so than a hard Traincase, because it's more flexible. Like the back, like it kind of expands, and on top of it, it's like literally a third of the weight. And everything was fine, nothing got crushed, really easy to pull. So that was my first gig. And then I had a gig today, which I literally came back from about 5 minutes ago. And this was an Indian wedding. I went in the morning and in the evening to do 2 different looks for a family. And I had to go upstairs again. So I was like, okay, here we go. Let me test how this really works. Amazing. It was serious. I could lift it, and usually I would like struggle. Like I thought I would have a hernia from lifting my hard Traincases. I lifted it up the stairs. Everything was so organized, which I'm OCD about organizing my Traincase. And I was able to transport it, no problem. And I'm going to show you the Traincase since it's packed. And I know I personally love when makeup artists show their packed Traincases, so I'm going to show you everything in there. First, I'm going to show you the tattoo, the way I packed the tattoo kit, and then I'm going to show you how I packed the one for today, which is regular makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer over to there. Okay guys, so I have here again the rolling Traincase from Yasmo. This is just the bottom portion. And I wanted to show you how I packed this for a different kind of makeup gig. I used it for airbrushing temporary tattoos. And I'm going to show you how I was able to fit everything. And it's kind of different from regular makeup. So let's go ahead and take a look. First off, we have the top. Okay, so we have a flap, and it has Velcro attaching it. Above it, you can have this regular holding strap, which is like, you know, to put it over your shoulder and carry it. And then you also have here like a handle strap, like that, so you can like carry it upstairs easily by just like picking it. And that's really good to have both options, because sometimes you can't roll this train case everywhere. And when you open it up, I didn't put anything at the top, but I did put some stuff inside. And as you can see, it has this little flap on the side that folds up, and I put some alcohol pads in there. And then it has another flap, which I didn't put anything in. Okay, inside I was able to fit my compressor, which is, it's a big one, it's like 5 pounds. And they have these individual removable dividers, which are attached by Velcro. So I put it right next to my compressor, so that way it doesn't kind of like shake everywhere. And then I just threw in some rags and my airbrush gun. So there's a lot of room in there for an airbrush machine if you want it. Then we have on the side, there's 2 flaps on each side. First it has these like roomy pockets here, and then you have these huge clear pockets, which I love how they're clear so you can see what's in them easily. And you can fit hair products, you can fit like curling irons and stuff. I put like spray bottles with water and alcohol, and then a tattoo stencil tack. And then this has the little flap has a clear zip, and then you can put in anything you want in there. Let's go to the other side. So as you can see, look how cute this is. It has a long Velcro strap, and these little clear patches come with it. And I fit 4, and then you can take them off and remove them if you want. And like I said, there's a Velcro strap. And this little long strip runs all the way down. So I put my various glitters and my airbrush paints. And it's just so convenient because you can see it displayed like that, and you can also take it down when you want to. This side we have like a mesh top here, so you can put anything you want in here. It's pretty deep. And then you have a bunch of those little folders, and I put like tattoo letter stencils, and I put my contract in this here. Part zips open, it's the bottom section, and there were drawers in here, but I took them out, and instead I was able to fit a roll of paper towels for cleaning up airbrush stuff, and a little tattoo book. This is like a picture frame book with tattoos in it. If you wanted, you can like see how you can fit them right in here. And I was able to fit a mini train case, unbelievably, in here. And here I have a bunch of my airbrush paints. So look how huge this section is, and it's all plastic in there. It's about like a foot high and a 1.5 feet wide. So you can fit any big section you want in here. And like I said, it's plastic, so it's safe. It won't get crushed. Or you could use the drawers that came with it. And then it has another strap, another flap here, and it has a zippy, and you can fit anything you want in here. And that's it. So this is a different way to pack it if you want. You can remove the trays, and it's completely different that way. So like you could put your compressor in here if you have a larger one, which is great because compressors always take up so much room in hard train cases and they don't fit. So that's it. I'll be back for more. Okay guys, so this is my train case set. But as you can see, it has this top duffel bag portion, which is basically just like a duffel bag that you can lift up, but it has this very smart little pouch here, so it easily fits over the rod. So if you've ever tried to put a duffel bag on top of a rolling one and just use the straps, you know it falls off to the left and to the right, but this one is secure. See how I'm shaking the entire piece and it's not falling off? Okay, so as you can see, here's the duffel bag portion that you can buy it by itself or get it with this, and this is the bottom portion, the one with the wheels. So let's start with this one. I love how it has a strap, like a nice padded one that's soft. So like when I went up the stairs, I separated the two and I put this one on my shoulder and this one I held by this strap. That way I could easily move up the stairs without hitting the stairs because I'm short, so I couldn't lift it at the same time. And it's sturdy, like if you wanted to lift it by itself here. And this isn't heavy at all, like it's probably about 15 pounds. which is very light for a train case packed with makeup. So you can open it, and it's just a Velcro, and it also has a zip on the side if you wanted to zip it up completely, but I just Velcroed it. And as you can see, it has at the top brush holders, which I don't use those at all because I have my brush belt and I like to keep everything in my brush belt, but if you wanted to, you can even stick brushes. You could stick eyeliners or lip liners probably in there too. So here's the top. This is like, I like to keep things organized by section so that way when I went to it, I could be like, I knew where everything was, because there are so many compartments in here that I was like, okay, I have to make it work, make it have sense. So it has these little dividers which are removable, because if you look here, do you see how there's a Velcro strip? A Velcro strip runs all the way across on the back and in the front, and you can move these little dividers, see that, with the Velcro? You can make them as wide or as narrow as you want. So I have one section here. It comes with a million of these little baggies, and I put all my eyeshadow bases in there. So I have Paint Pots, Urban Decay, Too Faced Shadow Insurance, MAC Paint, and it has, like I said, it has a Velcro right in here. So it like has Velcro on here. So you just stick it to the side and it stays secure. And then I have inside here, I have loose eyeshadows that I wanted to bring. And then to fill in the space, I put in some quads and some little eyeshadow sets from MAC that I liked. So that way it kind of, there's not a lot of looseness in here, it's kind of packed tight. And then inside here, this little compartment, I have eyeshadow palettes. So I have my two Yabby palettes, which you guys saw me do a review on. And I have the Something Bright palette. And I have, this is the Something Bright, and this is the Best of Both Worlds, the paint one. And then I pack all my other eyeshadows. I like to be very selective with eyeshadows because I don't want to bring 8 million palettes. So I basically just have a regular eyeshadow palette where I took out the dividers, the 15 pan. And I pick colors from all of my 10 or 12 palettes that I think I'll use for this specific gig. Like I said, I don't want to overpack, so I try to be a little selective, and then I brought the Yabbies just in case there was a color I didn't think of. Then I have a little box of tissues. These are really great. They're small. Then this is where I keep my eyebrow stuff. I have my Anastasia kit, which also is filled with other products. Brow pencils, brow gels, and then I have my little eyebrow quad I made from 4 regular MAC eyeshadows and an e.l.f. palette. And then I have 2 little bags here. This one is primers. This is like face primers in a Ziploc bag. And I like these bags because they're more durable than regular Ziploc bags or pencil bags. And you can see different face primers that I use in here. Laura Mercier, MAC, Lumen, Leaf Pearl. And then in the last zippy bag, which is the same but different color, I have my eyeliners. I have my eyeliners, my mascaras, and my mascara wand. I try to keep this section mainly eye stuff and primers, so that way I could easily go to it. And then if you open it up, it has this bottom section right here. You unzip it like that, and it has room for trays. And I took out one of the trays. It actually had 2 pull-out trays, but I took out the other one because I didn't need it. And I just stuck my brush belt in here. And as you can see, it's a tray like that. There is a room for 2. See that? There's space for another tray. That's where they go in. And like, they have dividers that you can put in them, or you can take them out. And I just took them out so that way I can just slide my brush belt in here. Like so. And then just fits in, and then I zip it. And none of my brushes fell out. And it's so much more convenient because I would use my huge hard train case with the 2 parts, and I would still have to bring a big old bag, like a huge humongous purse, to fit my brushes and my aprons and all that other stuff. So that was good. And then we have 2 side sections. So if you open this up, it zips all the way around. I just stuck in paper towels and a towel. And if you look inside, it actually has places for brushes, but I don't use those, like I said, so you can put anything in there. So I use a towel that I wipe off my palettes and my brushes on. And then this is the last section on the other side. Okay, so here's this section. This is my eyelash section. I love how they have this. Look, see, they have a Velcro strip that goes from the top to the bottom, and like I said, it comes with these pouches. So you can just stick the pouches on, and it's within plain view. And so I have a bunch of Red Cherry Ardell lashes in here, which I picked specifically for the women today. More down here, and then this little pouch has individual lashes, and then this pouch has eyelash tools like dark eyelash glue, tweezers, little nail scissors to trim the lashes, different eyelash glues. Like I said, everything that I need for eyelashes is in this section, so that's really good. Like, it keeps you nice and organized. So let's move on to the second one. As you can see, it's bigger, so we'll start at the top too. And again, it has, these come with really cool locks as well, but I just don't use them. Okay, so here's the top, Velcro snap again. There's another brush hole at the top. Y'all know I don't use that. And then if you open it up, more flaps, like flaps everywhere. There's compartments everywhere. In this one, I put business cards and pens. Now this one, it's empty now, but I put my little makeup touch-up bag that I did for my clients. So I had blotting sheets, mints, lip gloss, touch-up, whatever. So then I just kind of threw in my like hairstylist cape, which I use so that they don't get makeup on their nice clothes. This is the apron I wear. Just threw it in there. And then this is where I keep all the face stuff. So I put in my Graftobian palette. I put it on the top because it was too wide for the divider. Again, it's the same concept as the other one. You can put your own dividers in here. And I have inside here, I have sponges and Q-tips in a plastic bag, MAC wipes. Now I have blush palette from Camera Ready Cosmetics, my Graftobian cream foundation palette. I have my Graftobian dual finish powder palette. And then I have two MAC palettes. One has blushes and the other has contour and highlight powders, which I use that all the time. So this is where I just kind of threw all my foundations. It was more neatly organized when I started, but you know, when you're in a rush, you gotta pack up and go. Here I have loose blushes that I have. Stilo Graftobian Eve Pearl blushes. Didn't use those today, but and these are all my loose mini palettes. I have my Cinema Secrets. I have my Graftobian corrector palette, which I used a lot today. My Makeup Forever corrector palette. And then I have some of my Graftobian Steel palettes in here. I carry a couple because that way you don't have to clean them in between people. And then I have my little face and body foundation from MAC, which have been put into the smaller MAC containers. Really roomy. Like, if I wanted to, I could have put like a whole nother big thing on top, but I wanted to kind of keep it neat. So there's the top section. Let's move on to the side. It's like the duffel bag, but it's bigger. So it has the top, the sides, and the middle portion. So here's the side portion. This is where I keep all of my skincare stuff. So as you can see on the side, I have toner, alcohol, Model in a Bottle setting spray, fresh cleanser, Fix Plus. I have oil-free makeup remover in here, and then that's it's either oil, I think it's oil control lotion from MAC. So all skincare stuff, and then it has these flat pockets up here. So I have my mirror, and it fits really nicely and secure, so it doesn't shake and rattle. I love how it's tight in there, so it doesn't break the mirror. And then I have I stuck in my contract right here. And then this pocket right here, which I love how it has the how it opens like that. I put all my other skincare stuff. Like, let's see, I have pads for the toner. I have Alkafor, you know I love that. Graftobian moisturizer, MAC Face and Body Mixing Medium, makeup remover, Smashbox lip scrub, and just like cleansing tips. Various things that I consider skincare, and they all fit nicely in this little clear pouch. Again, they thought smart because they made it clear. Let me move to the middle. And this, again, this has drawers the same as the other one. I kept 2 drawers in here, and there's room for 3. In the bottom one, I kept some matte mineralized skin finishes in here. And then I have the little powders in here. And then I have loose powders, shimmer powders, and some NARS blushes in here. And that's that. As you can see, you can remove these dividers. See, they have little places where you can put them, but that's how I did that. Earlier I had a fold up light in there, which I carry around, but I didn't need it, so that's why it's empty. And then in here, I have my Beauty Blender sponges, and then these are the cups I use, so when I'm using brushes on my client, I'll have one cup for them and another cup for the other people, so when I'm done using a brush, I just put it in the cup, so that way I don't put it back in my brush belt, because everything in my brush belt stays clean. But when I'm done with the brush, I put it here, and this is like for another client, or you move all your dirty brushes to one, and then you start new on a new client. I mean, it's a really good system, and you don't have brushes lying all over the place. So there's that, and then this is another tray which I took the dividers out of. And when I'm done with the gig, I stuff all of my dirty brushes into like a plastic bag. That way I can clean them later, and again, they're separate from the brush belt, which is clean brushes. You can have all trays in there, or as my other one, I just took the trays out and used that big empty section. And then here it has these mesh pouches, again see-through, so you can see. And I put the miscellaneous things like the Altoids tie pen, Visine, hair clips, straws, stuff like that. And this is the last one, another side pocket, and this is where I keep all the lip stuff. And it has another Velcro strip, and then these clear pouches, which I just think that's so cute how they did that. But as you can see, you can take them off. This one is double-ended longer lip glosses. This one is squeezy tube glosses. This one is lipsticks. And this one is shorter lip glosses and lip glosses. So those, I mean, I really way overpacked these for today's gig, but I was kind of testing out the Traincase too. And then I stuck in here, they have more flaps. I stuck in a little thing of, you know, like lip pencils and lip liners and stuff. And then in here, on the mesh, they have a mesh bag. I stuck in my Graftobian lip palette, which I didn't use today, but it's good to have just in case you don't have a certain color. And then I have a pencil sharpener right here for sharpening the lip pencils. And then as you see, it has the long handle, and then the wheels, the little like rollerblade wheels. That's pretty much it. So you saw my Traincase is nice and neat packed, and I'm honestly saying I'm like I've converted over to soft Traincases, because for mobility reasons they're just so much more practical in terms of weight. I'm not going to strain my back. I can lift it. I can transfer it easily. The only thing with the softer ones is like you have to keep them standing straight up. Like I put them in the back seat of my car, standing on the floor. That way it doesn't tip over, because it's like, same thing with regular Traincases. You don't want to put them off to the side because things are going to fall out of their compartment. So that's the only thing. Besides that, I really don't have any complaints. I don't really have any complaints. Like, it's really good. It comes separate or together, up to you. But you need to check out Yasno.com if you're in search of a Traincase. If you're a regular person trying to store your makeup and you're a MAC addict or whatever, you have tons of makeup, or if you're, like I said, a makeup artist and you really need to get a new Traincase, look at Yasno.com. And again, they've been so generous to offer 10% off using the code RENREN. And it's free shipping too, which is huge because Traincases can get really heavy. And people, when I bought my first Traincase from at eBay, I spent $40 on the Traincase and $30 on shipping. So I was like, okay, great. But free shipping and so many Traincases to choose from. And like I said, if you're interested, if you're traveling a lot, it's really great to invest and have your hard set Traincases and then your soft set, because it will make your life so much easier. So I hope this video was helpful, and I want to give a shout out to Gunjan. Hey, just came back from your wedding and you look great, or your brother's wedding. So until next time, check out my blog makeitbyrenren.com. I'll have a full entry. So have a great night. Until next time, ciao Bellas.